Okay, we're live here on this Tuesday. Protest has started. Protests have started. Lemon J, number uno. Hello, hello, hello. We had to show some parrots some attention today. Mike, just a little live tonight, probably a little under an hour, a little late, but a lot going on today. Got some good news, some productive news here in Las Vegas. Lots going on. Lots going on. Protests. We got protests now. ICE in California. They're getting mad. And in Washington, got 800,000 National Guards. They're prepared. Trump is not messing around. He's for real. He's for real. Can never doubt Donald Trump. He is for real. He says, listen, we're taking back our cities. We're taking back our states. We got, National Guards are unarmed. National Guards are unarmed. In Washington. So for all those rumors that National Guard is going to pick up people and just take them to jail, no, not the truth. Unless they get out of line. So the police department are going to be doing their jobs with the mayor of Washington. Come on in, guys. We are live. We're talking about these protests. We got protests. We got crazy time. We got ICE right now going on right now. It's crazy what's happening right now in Washington, in California. Welcome in. Appreciate it. We got everybody in here. We got some moderators. Scratching with Cooper. Yeah. Read the rules, guys. I'm not going to pin them up there. We know the rules. So just do your best you can to ignore the little people. We had a lot in here last night. Props to all the moderators last night. Appreciate seeing everybody. Just ignoring the best you can. Everybody has their own opinions. So as long as they're respectful, that's it. So make sure you sit back, get your popcorn on, because right now, oh man, it's happening. People, this world is so upside down, and the more that Trump wants to take back the city states, we're going to talk about that. I got to talk about that because last night you heard Maribel's perspective. I know you guys have your perspective. I have my perspective. I don't think anything's wrong with anybody's perspective. My biggest worry is because we help out the homeless people, and you got a portion of homeless people are just people lost in some ways, and we got to get them into another facility. But today, Trump has now said, hey, we are going to take care of those people who need help, and we're going to push them. At least he says it. We're going to push them to another area. Maribel heard it. We're going to get them in Washington. For those who want help, we're not going to have any violence. We will give them shelter. Now, that's good. But how long is the shelter? I know I'm being critical on Trump, but, it's not about being critical on Trump. I'm critical on myself. It's about getting these people and making sure we have some kind of temporary relief. Yes or no? Yes or no? We want to make sure we have some kind of relief for the ones who are out there struggling because they can't afford rent and housing, and the ones who are trying to clean up themselves and they just don't have enough money, clean up their life. Excuse me. So welcome in, everybody. I appreciate it, guys. Welcome in. Let us know if you're in California or Washington. Let us know in the chat. If you feel comfortable, let us know what you're seeing downtown in Washington in these later hours, not too late, and in California as it's dusk. Let us know what you're seeing, what you're hearing. Some people are backing up these protests. They're saying, hey, they're calling us this. They're prejudiced among a certain race, this, that, whatever. I don't think they're prejudiced. They're taught to take care of anybody who does any kind of crime. Let's go back to Washington, should we? In Washington, miss you too, Scratching with Cooper. We picked up about 300 subscribers yesterday on 2 videos, morning and evening. Crazy amount of people, over 1,500 people coming in here. All right, we'll see what we get tonight. A lot of new people, and it's great because at the end of the day, a couple things happen on this station. More people, more support for the homeless, more help we can get. Also more that we can interact. We're always looking for a new audience. I'm always looking for people to disagree, agree, and just be free to not say anything and interact with our internet friends in here. That's good to do too. And I'm going to turn on the light because I am late for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's Maribel's birthday, not tonight. I wouldn't be on a live. Her birthday is on Monday, and I'm trying to make sure I prepare a birthday with the right cake and trying to find a good place out here for a restaurant. This, that, whatever. You guys don't care. But anyhow, that's one of the reasons I'm late. The other reason is I was fighting, not literally fighting, but arguing, expressing my thoughts on here in Las Vegas about homeless and making sure, because we have a governor who's Republican, and wanted to make sure that his staff and the law enforcement, if they're going to remove him on the street, because I don't see him on the street, guys, they're putting fence up. I want to make sure they're not just moving them to another area for a couple reasons. I want to make sure they're not in people's yards and that kind of stuff. I want to make sure they're not in parks. I want to make sure, most importantly, they're safe. Did we get them into nonprofits? Did we have another location to give them? So I've been back and forth, and my Italian voice is for all voices here, and I'm giving them help. So I want to make sure they are protected. The ones who really need help and want help, that they're relocated in a very safe place. We talked about this yesterday. So that's what we're talking about today. Now, what I want to do is show you what's happening right now. I don't want that. Why did that come up? What I want is this. So right now, as we speak, this is going on in California. This is not in Washington right now. But I'm telling you right now, by tomorrow, by Thursday, you're going to see riots in Washington. You're going to see riots like this in Washington. Why? Because people do this. And you can disagree with Trump, but why protest? Can't you just go on a speaker, get it out of your system? But you're going to have a lot of these bad people, and then some not so bad, doing some acts like that. And the police are going to have to use tear gas, and people are going to end up, some are going to get hurt, some are going to get in custody, they're going to be locked up. In California right now, there's people backing up these protests, and they're saying, bring back our country the right way. So what they're saying the right way is they want them to do these crimes. Look, not all these illegal, let me get something straight. Can I say this? Not all the illegals are doing this, but they're not. But we got to have them coming over the right way. Now, here's the thing I'm hearing. The farmers, Whiskey Tango, thank you so much. The farmers, they want to come up with a system where the ones who've been here for 20 years, as long as they don't have any misdemeanors, or excuse me, gross misdemeanors, you know what that is? Misdemeanors, gross misdemeanor felonies. They can stay on the farm and work, but they need to pay into the taxes. They do. Pay into Social Security, they will, and also pay a fee. That fee is, I don't know the number, and they can stay. But as soon as they get a DUI or something like that, any of their employees, whether they're legal or illegal, they'll be going back to Venezuela, New Mexico, wherever they're from. So because they need to keep those who've been here showing a good faith to work and pretty much come legal in a few years. I like that system. That's a good system. And I think Trump is all for that too. I hate to put words in his mouth. But ladies and gentlemen, this is nuts, because all Trump wants is this. I know the words that come out of his mouth sometimes. I don't want to hear some of the words come out of his mouth. And I wish he could say it in different language, meaning a little calmer. But that's who he is. But what he's trying to say is this. Let me just say this. He wants Washington to be safe. He wants Oregon to be safe. He wants your city and state to be safer. Not perfect. And he's protecting it. And if the police can't handle it, and the mayor can't handle it, Republican or Democrat mayors, if they can't handle the situation, the National Guards will come in and take care of it. Does that mean, hurting them? Well, only if they disobey. Does that mean, eliminating them? In other words, no. Does that mean put them in custody? Yes. Does that mean put them in jail forever? No. He wants to, if we don't do that, if your child is going through 5 years old, 4 years old, and your child is breaking the lamps over and over and over, and you don't punish them, they're going to continue to break the lamps and continue to break things. If your child continues to be 12, 13 and steals, and you don't punish them and just slap them on the wrist, they're going to continue to what? Probably steal, right? So Trump's trying to eliminate that. He's trying to eliminate all this crime. We got to keep our cities clean. Like he said yesterday, if you walk into a restaurant and that doorknob and that door is black and dirty, most of the time when you go in there, it's not going to be good. That means the kitchen's dirty. And his father said that. But he is right. He is right on that, in my opinion. Now, I wish we could get some more clarification on the homeless, and he is, according to Maribel. Hopefully he can calm down a little bit and explain to everybody on here what he's going to try to do for those homeless who are being helped. Hopefully he does. Come on in, guys. Appreciate you guys being here. 26 likes. Thank you so much. I'm going to take off the green screen for a second because it's bothering me a little bit. We're going to go back to live here in Las Vegas with the American flag and Trump. Hey, I appreciate all new subscribers, all the original subscribers, and those who haven't been here for a while, welcome back. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. We are live every day. We do take a day off here and there for special events, birthdays, and just to take a break. But I'm Sal, your host. We have great moderators like Janine, who's here every single day, Lemon J, and many, many more. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid that this situation is going to escalate. I don't want to scare you or worry you, but I have a feeling that I don't think it's going to be a civil war. It's not going to be that bad, but it's going to be where it's Happy Tuesday. It's going to be outrageous over the weekend. As soon as these people that are working or off work are going to take fully advantage of Washington, and they're going to fight with the National Guards and the police. And it's going to be hectic. It's going to be hectic in the city of Washington, Baltimore, Philadelphia, probably escalate all the way to California and other parts of the world. And people, once they see one protest, they feed on each other. You know, that's just the way it is. I don't agree, but that's the way it is. Let's hopefully it's just a peaceful protest. We don't have riots. So sometimes we have riots, and hopefully that, because Trump is for real. Trump's not messing around, okay? He is not messing around. And whether you agree or disagree, I agree 80%, 90%. I agree 100% that you have to have law enforcement. I disagree on some of the communication that Trump presents himself as recent conversations. But I agree that you can't have all this chaos. You just can't have it. I'm going to read a few comments, ladies. And what's your thoughts? Because do you think it's going to escalate? Because I believe, bringing in those National Guards is going to it's going to escalate. So we got a $5 super chat coming in. Thank you so much. Are you going to do Man on the Street lives? Are you going to what? Do Man on the Streets? Am I going to do lives, I think, on the streets? Well, first of all, God bless you and thank you for that donation, because 100% goes to the homeless and outreach here in Las Vegas. We appreciate that. It was very, very nice of you. Am I going to do live on the protest? If there's protest here in Las Vegas, sure, I'll go live. Absolutely. Is that what you were alluding to? Why be going to California? No. It's just too far from Vegas, and the traffic and the hectic and the political and the politics. No. Because why? Gavin Newsom and Mayor Bass, they encourage this stuff. Now, they're not on intercom saying protest, but they are. They're not saying it, but they're saying it. They're not doing anything to stop it. And you need a governor to step up. So no, I will not be going there or Washington. But sure, thank you. I will be going out. I don't think Vegas is going to go into a protest here. We don't have as many illegals. And yes, there's some gangs here, and it's gotten bad. And Vegas is actually, for me, on his last chapter. But as far as protests, our governor, Lombardo, is a conservative Republican. He means all business, too. I disagree on some of his issues. Anyhow, I'm getting off topic, but he will not put up with it. And we're not as big and have as many. Now, we do have a lot of homeless here. We do have a lot of homeless people here, and we help out the homeless. That we have. Not as bad as Oregon or Denver, but we do have homeless people here. But as far as, we have gangs here, but as far as any kind of massive protest, I don't think we're going to see it. Maybe a small one. But will we see it in Washington? Absolutely. Probably start happening Thursday, if not tomorrow. And it's happening right now in California. National Guards are all set up in Washington. There's about 800 deployed. What I read is they don't carry any weapons. They're not there unless the police need the help. For some reason, the mayor and the city disobeyed Trump's order, and they don't do anything. I would imagine they will. The police are meant to protect the city. But if for some reason they don't, the National Guards will go ahead and strap up, and they will take care of business. But the Democrats, CNN, make it a lot worse. If you watch CNN, they're going to say that they're hurting the homeless. They're going to arrest the homeless. No, they're not going to arrest the homeless. If they do, and I'm a Trump supporter, I'll call them out. No, they're not. They're going to relocate them, try to get them better help. But if the homeless people get out of line and potentially threaten the Blue or anybody else that are walking by, a family, and hurt them in any way, yes, they have no choice to arrest them, right? And, it's a shame because, we help out the homeless, and there's a lot of good ones, but there is some that just are out of line, whether they have mental illness or they just get out of line. And in that case, they should be dealt with. If I get out of line and I break the law, it don't matter if I'm Italian, white. If I break the law, then I'm going to get arrested, right? That's just the way it is. Just like when I was smoking a cigar in Big Bear and I disobeyed, put my cigar away. I was pissed. I thought it was stupid. But if I disobey, they're going to take me and arrest me too. So we got to obey the law. And Trump is right. You know, they have to clean up the cities. Washington crime is up. And I know people are watching CNN. I know people, and I'm going to read comments in a second. I know people are watching CNN, and CNN's going to make it like, and the mayor, that crime is down. It's not down. It's up. I don't know how high it is, but it's up. Crime is up here in my neighborhood almost every month, and I live in an upper middle class. Crime is up. And it's for a bunch of different reasons. Number one, the biggest reason is a lot of people came over here, not just from Mexico, Africa, China, Venezuela, other parts of the world, right? Plus, we have a mental illness. That's part of it. Plus, we just have cuckoos, crazy people who decide to do crime. And that's white people, black people, Italian, Irish, hillbillies, gay, straight, bi. People just commit crime, you know, and some are serious crimes. And Trump doesn't want it. He wants to set an example. If you don't set an example, it's going to carry over to the next year, to the next presidency, to the next Democrat president, because you will have a Democrat again, unfortunately, right? You're going to carry over to the next Republican president. It's going to carry over. So you got to set some rules and example. Now, again, I keep it real here. You're not going to hear it on any other mega station. Sometimes, just sometimes, Trump comes across it the wrong way. And that, I think I'm correct. You guys can disagree. Sometimes he just doesn't explain himself like I'm explaining it. So let me explain it what Trump needs to do. Trump needs to take a couple deep breaths and slow down and explain it to people. But then on his defense, when you have reporters with cameras in his face, always making him look and intimidate him, trying to crucify him, literally trying to take his life, and embarrass him, and making up lies, it's hard. It's hard to stay calm, right? So it's very difficult for Trump to stay calm. But he is fighting for us, guys. I'm not saying he's always right. He does make mistakes. We all make mistakes, but I'd rather have a few mistakes, a few fumbles, than mistakes every day like the previous administration, or mistakes like Obama, who was making mistakes 2 times a week or 3 times a week, and other presidents were making mistakes. So yes, none of us are perfect. Trump's not perfect. I'll call him out. You hear me call him out. But if he wasn't handling this situation right now, I promise you, I'll read the comments. I promise you, though, if he wasn't bringing in National Guards, in my opinion, to Washington, to California, to high crime areas, and cleaning up some of the people living on the streets with needles, then what's going to happen? More people are going to do it. And then what's going to happen? More people are going to do it. Now, I understand we have a problem right now with greediness, and apartments outrageous. That's a whole nother issue. That's another part. I've spoken my part today. People say I sound like I'm an independent. I don't know what I am. I know I support Trump. I think what I am is I'm just open-minded. And I see both sides on a lot of issues, on most of the issues, not on borders, right? Not on that. I'm not on in the middle on that. But I am in the middle on some of this homeless stuff. And I do believe that people get addicted and some people don't. And I do believe we should help as much as we can as humans in our own way. We should. And that's where it's a fine line, because a lot of people are going to come on here and disagree with me, and guess what? I have no problem, and you know, you might be right, but I have a heart, and I feel that we should try to help out people that have addictions, and that's all we can do, because there's people with no addictions who also go cuckoo, and that I don't know how we can help. I mean, maybe 20 years, 30 years, we can study the mind. But I say we should never give up, and we should always try to make these people be under a shelter. I don't think there's any reason why anyone who fought for this country or anyone should be on the street unless they want to be out there and there's no other way to convince them. No, it's not fair. They should be under a roof with an AC and a heater, in the winter. And that's where I'm like, you know, in the middle there. But we cannot let these needles and homeless people in these beautiful parks of Washington either. Just can't have it, Paul. How are you? You just can't have it. So Trump is got to relocate them, try to get them in another, in a shelter, and hopefully give them, I'm saying 90 days. I didn't hear 90 days. It could be 6 months. It could be less. But hopefully they can organize it with doctors, nutritionists, and psychiatrists. And that's what I want. I don't think every city and state needs it. I don't think Montana needs it, although Montana did have a mass shooting over the couple weeks, but you know what I mean. That's once every couple years, but some of these cities like Chicago, Oregon need the help, and Washington. All right, with that said, I'll read some comments. Welcome and thank you. Now, if you're new to the channel, if you feel comfortable, let us know if you're new, where you're coming in from, and what are you seeing, boots on ground, as far as crime? What are you seeing as far as crime? Are you seeing an escalation with your 2 eyes? Or are you seeing it the same? Or are you seeing it a decline? I like to hear from you. I like to hear from anybody, particularly, well, anywhere, but in Washington or California. Did you know Washington is the worst right now? Bush, what's going on? Oregon, what's happening in Oregon? Drew, what's up, Drew? I'm seeing lower crime. Thank you for sharing that. Lego says the same. The same. Anyone else? Crime the same? Higher crime. Higher crime. Lower crime. West Virginia. West Virginia. How's the crime in West Virginia? Probably not bad, right? West Virginia don't put up with any shit, right? I mean, sometimes, right? Lower crime, okay? So we got some lower crime. Epstein. Yeah, I got plenty of videos on Epstein. We're not going to get into that tonight. TJ, God bless you right back. If you want to talk about the Epstein, we will. If you guys want to talk about Epstein, we can talk about Epstein a little bit. But right now, we're not. I have no problem talking about Epstein files. I've given my opinion many times. Right now, I'm just talking about the crime. Talk about the crime. Then we'll get into the Epstein files. I have no problem getting Epstein files. Talk about whatever you want. Now, I appreciate you guys being here on this Tuesday. Toasty Tuesday. It's hot as hell in Vegas. Hot. It's a shame. These homeless are dire straits out there. Wacky Jackie. I love that name. Wacky Jack. My name is Wacky Jackie on YouTube. Make Europe great again. I can tell you this. There's a badass prime minister in Italy. She's actually nice, too. She's a badass. I wouldn't want to mess with her. Italy's trying to fight back on crime. They're with us. They're with Trump. What's up, Whiskey Tango? Washington State. Release the files. I bet I can kick your butt, somebody said. Maybe. Maybe. And then maybe not. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. Be free to interact with each other and become internet conversation buddies for tonight, tomorrow night. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. We're live every day. We do take a day off occasionally. We are speaking lately what's going on with homeless and deporting ICE doing their job and making the states and cities safe. We've also covered the latest weather drama and earthquakes. So we'll cover anything on this station. But what we do on this station is we help out with the proceeds and homeless. Terry, what's happening, Terry, to the homeless? Bama girls in the house. What's going on with crime in Bama? How's Alabama crime right now? What's up, Jess? Absolutely. Bless our president. Amen. We have a president. He might not be perfect, right? But we have a president now. We didn't have a president before. We had different people running it. We had a committee taking turns running this nation. Carol says, Carol, I missed a bunch of your comments, and you're number 3. Why not read a couple of your comments? Liberals always crying about something. They do. They cry. They cry. They cry. They cry. they cry. And some don't cry. Right. Some funny comments. So a lot of people just want to get stuff off their chest, guys. You know, I have no problem with it, guys. A little laughs. I don't think the moderators do either. We have no problem on here disagreeing. Let me just say that. I have no problem. Nobody should, you know, disagree and get timed out or anything like that. But when you're disrespectful to me or the moderators or the president, and not just the president, even Biden, and I mean that. Like, you know, for an example, he's not doing well in his health. I don't want to be disrespectful on anybody. That's all. It shouldn't be, you know. Well, if you want to come in here and make us laugh a little bit, get something off your chest, oh, well be it. He's got a little something going on in your mind. None of us are perfect, you know. I have no problem with that. I don't think Trump does. The fact Trump says, bring back freedom of speech, bring back common sense, bring back getting off your chest, just be respectful. That's it. Drop the files. I like that one. Don't release them. That was something different. You know what? Drop the files. I kind of like that. Drop them. Just drop them. Let's see them with our two eyes. Just drop them and look for those names. Who's on there? Ladies and gentlemen, as far as Epstein files, we're not going to get the names you're expected. I can tell you that right now. You're not going to see Trump's name on there. You're not going to see Bill Clinton. And I'll even go farther. And here comes the booze from the mega. Clinton has too much power. And by the way, it's not even about power. What I'm hearing, Clinton wasn't there. However, Epstein was at the White House giving big money. But he's not going to be released on there. Okay? And Trump's not going to be on there. So you're not going to see those on the list. You're not going to see any president on the list. So it's not what you're going to expect. What you're going to see on the 15th, beep-a-bop, beep-a-boop, beep-a-boop, and they're going to see a little bit, a couple of names people you don't know about, and hopefully the families can get some justice and figure out a little bit more that can lead to them and more powerful names. I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening on there. I'd be very surprised. You might see a senator, maybe a governor. Other than that, I don't even know if you're going to see that. Do I agree? No. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. What's going on, Bakersfield? Cynthia Rodriguez, you've been here before. Bakersfield, California. Prayers and respect to our President Trump. And I didn't even read the bottom. I just recognize your name. Appreciate everybody being here. God bless President Trump. God bless. Keep these cities and states safe. You know, it's tough for ICE, man. It's scary. Man, they deserve every penny to fight back on illegal immigration, fight back on other people that live in California that are American, that's fighting back at them with, you know, fireworks, illegal fireworks and other weapons. And it's happening right now as we speak. It's happening right now in California. It's happening. It's back. It's starting. It's back. And it's going to happen in Washington. Why Washington? Because Washington is leading all crime right now. Why? Because also Trump just implemented that he's going to clean the streets. So they're all pissed off. So, I have a feeling by Friday, Washington is going to be on red alert. And we're going to probably be covering, and I feel it's going to be worse than California. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong, but it's going to be bad. Washington crime is worse, ready for this? Compton. Worse than California. Washington is so bad in crime. So when they say it's down, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I guarantee it. The Democrats in their living room with their AC on, watching a baseball game or late night news or my YouTube channel, are saying, we don't like this Trump too much. But I got to tell you, what's that, honey? I kind of like it. I feel like we're safe. I got to get out of my car and walk to City Hall. I got to walk down the street to the grocery store. I don't like him too much. He's one of those New Yorkers and back east. Sounds Italian at times. I don't like him, but I got to tell you, he's keeping our streets safe. I'm for him on this, but they won't admit it. See, how dare them admit it? Because once a Democrat politician will come out and admit that Trump is right on that and the borders, but they disagree on other things, guess what? They're not a Democrat anymore. That's what they do. They throw you out. See? And that's what happens. I'm not defending the Democrats. I'm just making a comment. See? They stick together. That's why I've always said you got to give it to the Democrats. They stick together. See? Republicans have a way to go. So, it's the truth. It's the truth. Because how the hell can you walk down the street and see the crime and people nudity, men and women with the butts hanging out, belts hanging down, pants hanging down, right? How the hell can you say, and you're a Democrat, and you believe you disagree on Trump on tariffs? Let's just say you disagree on that. You disagree on 60%, but you agree on borders. Most Democrats do. And crime. And how the hell can you say, yep, I'm against it. Keep them out there with crime. There's no way. Because you're worried about your life. You're worried about your daughter, your wife, your partner, your dogs, your cats, your cousin Joey. It's the truth. It's the truth. And these politicians, I guarantee you right now, Nancy Pelosi, she already said it. She won't walk down the streets of San Francisco. No way in hell. No way in hell. She knows it's the right thing. They know it's the right thing. The reason they're against it is why? Why? They don't like Trump. Why they don't like Trump? Why? Why? He's not a what? A politician. He's not a Republican. Sal, what are you smoking? Just a cigar? He has the R. No choice. He's not a politician. He says it as it is. And I say it sometimes. Some of the shit that comes out, I'm like, oh no. But that's who he is. I'd rather have that, even though I'll call him out, than a prima donna in a suit. Oh, hi, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, the weather and climate change is going to get really bad, and we got to have more crime on our cities because it's just the way it's going to be. And we need immigration because we need our votes. We need our votes. We need to keep the Democrat Party. Why? We don't care about the immigration. We really don't. We don't care about American people. What do we care about is stock market, making money. See, the Democrat Party, that was the Democrat Party in the Clinton years, was the end. It switched. So I want everybody to know, if you're a Democrat, you're on the wrong side. It's kind of switched. It's not the same. It's switched. Again, if you're just coming in, oh, here we go, one of those mega stations. No, we're a Sal station who I speak and call out the truth. It's logical truth. You might not agree, but it's what it is. Until we have the right person for the Democrat Party, who I feel is going to keep us safe, make us wealthy. Well, they're not going to make us wealthy. We got to make our own self wealthy, right? But to make us safe, to make our schoolyards safe, our bathrooms safe, if you know what I mean, to make freedom of speech, common sense, this, that, whatever, a few fumbles. I can deal with a few fumbles. Until I see that, I can't vote that side. If I see it and I'm still alive, I might vote that way. But I don't know. Right now, you're not seeing it. Yeah, looking for handouts. That's what happened, and that's what made people lazy. The pandemic made people lazy. Made me lazy. We all got lazy. Be honest. We all got lazy. Let's be honest. We all got a little lazy there, right? We all got a little hypnotized, right? Can't have that. Can't have it. We're not taught that way. We're taught to work, to eventually retire. If we're lucky, stay movement, always stay movement, relax, take a trip. Shouldn't have handouts. Now, there's some people do need it. There's some women out there, husbands leave, wives leave, and they need certain assistance. I am all for that. And they need some certain Medicaid and SNAP benefits for a while. But that's temporary, right? And some might need it longer. And disability, that kind of stuff. That, I would say, I back up 100%. And I back up the homeless people 100%. All right. Welcome in. If you're new to the channel, we are talking about crime, President Trump, this, that, whatever. We got riots right now. Probably going to happen all the way through this morning. Appreciate Ozzy Crosby. Thank you so much for being here, Ozzy. And it's going to happen in Washington. It's probably going to be riots in Chicago, Philly, Detroit. BJ, how are you? What's going on, Anthony? Vegas might get a little out of control. Why? In case you're new, you don't hear, Trump is cleaning up the cities and states, or at least he's cleaning up Washington, and he's implemented to all states to, clean the streets up. Let's keep the homeless people safe. Let's keep all people safe. He's not out to they have it like that Trump wants to knock people out. Get them safe. We need to work on getting these people in a safer environment. Ardell, how are you? Not to just necessarily arrest them. But if they get out of hand, if you're coming in, you gotta take them into custody, at least spend a night or two, depending on what kind of crime they do, to set an example, A, and B, more importantly, you don't want anybody else hurt. You can't have the police get hurt, but more importantly than that, more important, you can't have anybody getting hurt. There's people out there that are walking out there in Washington, hey Barber, that are looking at the Capitol for the first time, looking at history, and they don't want to see needles. They don't want to see bad people. They want to feel comfortable and relaxed and enjoy their vacation. Whether it's a day vacation or a week vacation, they want to enjoy that. So you don't want to see that. You don't want your kids, your daughter to see nudity, a man's butt or a woman's butt. You don't want to see it. Let's be honest. Right? Appreciate it. I mean, it's just all common sense. I appreciate you guys being in here today. Burned my lip on a cigar. That's something. I've never done that before. Or maybe it was a hot pepper, Mara. It was a hot pepper. Carol, I appreciate it. God bless you. Thank you. Oh, Paul, thank you. Appreciate it. I speak my mind. You heard my wife yesterday. We didn't rehearse. You heard Maribel Janine. She called me out. And Janine wouldn't mind me saying this. I agree on Maribel on this one. I was calling Trump out. That's what I do. If he's wrong, or I feel he's wrong, it doesn't mean I'm right. Who the hell am I? But it's my feeling. But you heard Maribel. Honey, I love you. I think I disagree on this. We were talking about the homeless, on how, that's what you get on this live. There's no rehearsing. I speak my mind. Everybody runs their station, the homeless, it just gets me, guys. Yesterday, it got me because, we help them out, and it's a shame. It really is, Lemon J. MAGA. It really is, because, like that lady I helped out today, I put some music on there, Lemon J. I had a tear in my eye. I couldn't even, she had her addiction problem, and I didn't want to put it out there. And I wanted to respect her. So that's why I put Lean on Me. And boy, I got to tell you, I wish I could have spent 5 hours with her. Anyhow, it gets me sometimes. There's people out there just bleeding inside and want some help. And there's others who just don't want the help right now. No, she don't play. She calls me out. She's it's not about being more conservative than me. She just, I've heard her, get a little upset at Trump a few times, Maribel. When he cussed once, and I liked it. So, I heard her say, why did he say that? So, yeah, everybody has nobody's perfect. I know I'm far from perfect and said some ridiculous things. But again, though, guys, the Democrats need to do that. You know, when they see their president is sleeping for 4 years, won't they just say, I don't care for Trump, but we have a president sleeping, so we're going to vote for Trump? Why don't they just say it? Because they did it. They did it because what? Trump won in a knockout. You thought I was going to say landslide. Knockout. He was Rocky Marciano, Mike Tyson. He knocked Kamala out in 1 round. Election was over by 11 o'clock because the Democrats voted for Trump. So the Democrats need to speak out and say when they don't like things a president is doing. If you don't call out and let them know and voice your opinion, that means not just president, vice president, governor, senator, representative. I blow their phones up, guys. I blow their phones up here. And I don't look to see if they're Democrat, Republican. I blow them up. Lombardo. Hey, he's well, you're Italian. Relax. He don't say that. I say, I don't like how you're handling this homeless. I call him out. I don't care. You know, I don't care I voted for him. I'll probably vote for him again. You know, I think people need to be called out. I don't like people that are phonies. Call them out. We vote them in. Call them out. You don't like the way your city's being run? You see something that you don't like? Call them out. That's what you do. I call them out. Unemployment. I almost got arrested on the pandemic time. Not opening the gyms. Can't open the church. Meanwhile, you got all Walmart open and all this open. You know what I was going to do? I'll hire my own National Guards, protect, and have everything open. You know, it's wrong. And that's why, even though Trump makes a few fumbles, let's be honest, I'm speaking for myself, I still rather have that than bullshit. Because what you got bullshit on the left. It's a shame. It's a shame you have it. Because I like a good fight. And I don't mean physical fight. You know what I mean. Alright. Anyhow, guys, for just coming in, appreciate your support. If you're new, like and subscribe. We are later than normal, but I'm live. And it's out of control. It's going to get out of control. Worse in California. I hope and pray that nobody gets hurt. And I mean that on both sides. ICE and these illegals and other people. And in Washington, it's going to be out of control. Appreciate you, Anthony. God bless. It's out of control. They're not going to put up with this in Staten Island, Anthony. They're not going to put up with this in South Philly. They probably won't put up with it in West Virginia or Alabama. They won't put up. I can guarantee you. In Staten Island, no. Hell no. Not at all. They're going to protect their bakeries, their jewelry stores, their homes. They'll hire their own security. They will not put up with this kind of crime. They will help out the homeless. Absolutely. I'll just give a first name out. His name is Joey in South Philly. Look him up. Look what he's done for the homeless. And they call him a bad guy. They make up all these things on Joey. They make up all these things on allegedly organized crime. Bullshit. They help out. They make sure everybody gets some food in them and keep their cities and their cities clean. I don't encourage some of the stuff that goes on at all in some of this stuff that happened in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and even recent. I don't encourage it at all. But you don't see that stuff happening. You didn't have crime like that. You had crime among themselves. Not saying that's good either. But it didn't get out of control at all. Not at all. So I like to see them try that stuff in Philly. Southeast Philly or South Philly. Or Staten Island. Now Brooklyn, that went to hell. That's a shame what happened in Brooklyn. All right, welcome in everybody. This cigar sucks. Bat cigar. About 5 minutes, I'll put this out. Chicken Nugget, what's going on, my friend? How's the driving going? 100%, Ardell. 100%. I told them that today, Ardell. And they said, excuse me? Whiskey Tango, thank you for the floating heart. Appreciate your sponsorship tonight. Military lockdown may be necessary for our safety. Keep food and water in case of an emergency. Yes, yes. And those in California, in Washington, Chicago. Absolutely. Got to keep that water, food. If I don't get a draw of this cigar, forget about it. Amen, Paul. I haven't had the last couple cigars have sucked. Horrible. Shannon, how are you? Oh, the cops. Yeah, they do dress different, don't they? How many times are you going to ask me, do I stand for them? I'm not going to answer you. You said it like 10 times. I like Dominican, Anthony. Isn't smoke bad, though? No, not for me. Justin, how are you? Whatever you enjoy. I don't inhale them. It's what I like to do. Next question. Sorry, Janine, I'm not in the mood for it tonight. And I'm getting bit. All right. This guy here. Afanabla. I don't think we're heading into a civil war, MD. And welcome in here. I don't think it's going to be a civil war. No. I know there's people hoping. No. It's not going to be that bad. Although, it's going to be a pretty bad week. I hope not. But I think it's just going to be, people are upset. By the way, I have no problem with people being upset on either side. But why protest? You know, I'm going to go farther. I don't like peaceful protests. You know, can't you just go to a bar and have a water or a beer or a drink and talk there? Why you got to do that? Tear up the cities and, or just go on an intercom. You know, hey, you know, this time, because basically what they're saying is they're for crime. I have a problem with that protest. I have a problem with all protests. Peaceful, and you know why? It ends up in a riot. You know why? People get hurt. That's just my feeling. I know everybody's going to disagree, but little cheesing in the house. Chicken Nugget, what's going on? You know, you waste energy. Absolutely. You know how you do it, MD? You know what you do? You don't vote. If you're a Republican, you vote them in the right way. If you're Democrat, vote Democrat. Or you call them up, give them hell. Protests I don't like. And if you're going to do it, and hour or two. And I don't like seeing the flags from other countries. Because if I went, I'm Italian. You know, if I went to Italy and I start waving the United States flag, it's not right. You don't do that. You know, you don't wave the flag. Mexico waving the flag, Venezuela, that's bullshit. And burning the flag, that's wrong, guys. That's not the way you deal with it. Welcome in, Lori. There's other ways to go about it. I mean, God, if they really want to go far, go on a YouTube channel, express your feelings on there, or Facebook, or something like that, and talk about it. Get it out of your system. There's nothing you can do. You're going to get arrested if you do something bad. So, I don't like it on either side. However, you don't see it on the, I don't see it on the right that much. Every now and then, you see it, but not much. What's happening, Chicken Nugget? How's the driving going? No, you don't understand what I mean about the Italian flags. That's in a restaurant. That's an Italian restaurant, Mexican restaurant. You're proud of your food. That's different. I'm talking about out in public. You don't see Italians going around. You know. Your parents want to get divorced. That's why I haven't been on here. It'll all work out, Chicken Nugget. It'll all work out. My parents got divorced. It happens. Just be supported. That's the only advice I can give you. It will all work out. Those things happen. People go separate ways sometimes, you know. It's just the way our planet is. People just grow apart. Some don't grow apart. Some grow apart. Some get divorced. Some get separated. Some come back. Yeah. Yeah, I was like 14 years old. Something like that. Yeah. So, but I hear you. It's hard. It's hard. But hang in there, 1 hour at a time. I'm not going to go back and forth on the Italian flags. You got your point across. You don't see Italians doing that kind of crap. That's it. End of it. Oh, your dad? Oh, that's right. You told us. Oh, Rob, sorry to hear that. It happens. I don't want to take sides on it, Chicken Nugget. And I'm not going to defend either one. These things happen. And it's hard. It's hard for you because you're down in the middle. And you just got to be supportive of both. I know it's very difficult. I'm not going to say which side, but yeah, these things happen. I'm not defending either one. I believe people can fly any flags. I think I got the wrong perspective what I was saying to my point. Maybe I didn't explain it right on the flag. I'm talking about out in the public on a protest when you have an issue that Trump is implemented to keep your cities and states and people safe. And then you go ahead and throw it to the face and put these Mexican flags in Venezuela and whatever out there. It's wrong. And it'd be wrong if it was an Italian flag out there. I'll say it first, but you don't see it. If you did, I would call it out. I would call it out. Amen. Christ our Lord. What's going on, UK? USA. Yeah, there's a flag right behind me. You see the flag? Everybody, USA. How many times I say it? There's a lot of beautiful places to go, but nothing better United States of America. Chicken Nugget, you know, you handle it how you can handle it. Sometimes whether you come on this live or another YouTube to escape. Sometimes, you know, get your mind off of things is good. Going outside, get some fresh air, a movie. Just keep on going. There's nothing you can really do on that situation of your parents getting divorced. That's my advice. Some things are very difficult. But sometimes just escaping, whether it's a movie or reading a book or, you know, it's good. So you just, make sure you take care of yourself the best you possibly can. and things will work out. Remember, you'll say, wow, sounds right. Might not happen tomorrow or next week or even next month. It will work out. You look back and say, oh, wow. You might still be upset at one individual or two, but it will work out. With that said, yeah, USA. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, it's what you have, ladies and gentlemen. You have a terrible situation right now. Right back to you, Ardell. God bless you. Maribel. Hi, everyone. Had the birds on the short today. Best I can, Paul. Best I can. People do grow apart. It's just the way it is. Too many people, Shannon says. Too many people. Lori's in the house tonight. Says, hello. That's how I've been in the house the last couple of days. Appreciate everybody being here. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Whatever kind of situation you might be in, I would just say this, guys. You're not going to bring tomorrow back. Or you're not going to bring tomorrow back. What am I smoking? You're not going to bring yesterday back. You're not going to bring last 5 minutes back. Take 1 hour at a time. Things will pass. Most of the time, they will pass. And just like these protests and what's going on right now around certain parts of the states and the world. By the way, it's looking pretty good with Trump and Putin on a sit-down in Alaska. I want to be optimistic. I think it's going to go well. And I think Trump's going to make like Putin's winning, but he's not. He'll be like right there. I'm hearing that he's going to get some of the different territories, and they're going to make an offer they can't refuse, and he's going to end this war. A terrible war. So many people losing their life over what? Wars don't end up. 3 years. And I think there's going to be a ceasefire. I really think it's going to happen. I don't know why. I think it's going to happen. So it's all scheduled for Friday, I think. What's scheduled for Friday? The meeting in Alaska. I used to be a vampire, no more. Yeah, your birthday's coming up. Maribel's birthday's coming up. I think Chicken Nugget, yours is the 20th. I know Maribel's is on the 18th, my wife. I think it's going to happen, a ceasefire. I wouldn't be surprised it happens over the weekend. Oh, 22nd. I was close. Somebody's on the 20th. Forgot. Oh, on August 28th, you'll be 30 years old? 50? I seen the 50. You got to laugh a little bit. Oh, the 21st, Ardell. Happy birthday for all the Leos in the house. May you enjoy your birthday, the day before the birthday, the day after, the rest of the year. Enjoy it. Half a century. Wow, that's right. I'm more than a half. I don't like to think of it that way, though. I like to think of it like, you got 100 years left. Everybody should be thinking you got 100 years left, 200 years left. In my opinion. Because then you just start feeling down, feeling old, dressing old, right? Or wrong? I have a client, he's 89 years young. He says, forget about it. I said, why? He goes, that's you're 89. He says, I'm going to be working out with you for another 100 years. I said, I might not be here. He goes, yeah, you will. He says, I'm going to be here. I love that attitude. He wears a suit every day. Janine, happy birthday. That's right. Holy shit, that's right. We were talking yesterday. It's Janine's birthday. Happy birthday, Janine. All the Leos in the house. Janine's birthday. Yes. Sal, you forgot. What the hell's wrong with you? That's right. We're talking about it yesterday. Happy birthday, Janine. Yeah, Russia's lost a lot. Ukraine lost a lot. What's up, Arizona? Say hello to Janine. Happy birthday, Janine, our moderator. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Arizona in the house today. Appreciate all of you. There you go, chicken nugget. I'll pin that in there. Let's pin that in the bada boom, bada bing. Is it pinned? Let me see. Oh, yeah, it did. It worked. Oh, shit, it did work. Good. Ozzy Crosby says, forget about it. Happy birthday, Janine. Maribel says, forget about it. Happy birthday, Janine. I'm right behind you. You and Maribel, still very young. Lemon J holding the number 2 top fan spot tonight. Number 2. Who's number 1? Corpse. Whiskey Tango, number 3. Paul, number 5. Jason, number 4. Carol, number 6. And it stops there. Oh, no, it continues. Appreciate you guys tonight. Thank you so much. $5 for Janine. Forget about it. Happy birthday, Janine. Sending Janine a cake. Very, very nice. Little $5 donation for Janine. Sending your cake, Janine. We'll send you a little something out. A beautiful country we live in. Absolutely. Andrew Stewart. This is late for you. I've been later, but you're right. Andrew, you're right. It's a little late for me. You're right. Yeah, I work late on Tuesdays. And I had to do a couple things for speaking of birthdays, I had to go get Maribel's had to. That sounds terrible. See? I call myself out. Had to. What's this had to? Went to get my wife a birthday gift. Had to. What the hell's wrong with me? See? I have no problem calling myself out. Chicken Nugget says, Janine, thanks for always being amazing to me and everybody on here. Zach says, I hear you, Zach. What's on the agenda too? We're just talking about what's going on with these. Oh my, don't tell me your hubby forgot. I'm not going to get in the middle of that. Not going to get in the middle of that. Did he forget? It's not over. Sal, keep out of it, Sal. Keep out of it. What we're talking about tonight, what's on the agenda, somebody said, we're talking about the Washington National Guards, and I'm thinking it's going to escalate. Protests are going to happen in Washington, probably through other states. As we speak right now, ICE is in California, trying to keep their city as safe as they can. Although Gavin Newsom and the mayor, and I wouldn't say that, well, they do. They kind of encourage it, right? Protests in the UK. Oh, is that right? Protests in the UK as well. Well, vehicle, what's going on, vehicle? DC needs to be fixed, yeah? Amen. That's a fair comment. No? It does need to be fixed. I mean, vehicle's right. It needs to be fixed. I'm sorry to hear that. Ardell, have a good night. God bless you. Sleep well. All right, last time, Maribel, the cigar. This cigar sucks. Thank God I didn't spend a lot of money on this. That's why it sucks. Wow. I think I want my money back. Nah. Conservatives, we don't ask for our money back. We just don't go back. I'll go back. Sometimes you just get a bad cigar. That's a bad one. Real bad. Thank you, Terry, for your donation. Thank you for saying that. Yes, thank you, mods. Where's the little people tonight when I say I shouldn't have smoked and I'm still smoking? This is where you guys should hit me. You know what I mean? Well, why are you smoking it then? I'm waiting for that. Nobody said it. Janine's probably saying, Lemon J, thanks a lot, Sal. Thank you very much. Here they come. This cigar sucks. Now, I appreciate everybody being here on this later Tuesday night. Zach, are you homeless? Our prayers are with you. Make YouTube great again. It's great. It's good. What's up, Andrew? They got to have their little rules, you know? What do you want? All right, Carol, put it away, Carol. Carol, put it away. That's all you had to say, Carol. Nobody tied Carol out. Thank you, Carol. Paul's probably laughing, so is Maribel. Maribel says thank you. Maribel said, that's all I needed to say? I'm only kidding. What's going on, Brandon? You? Todd, I did. No, Todd, I never did that. Never. Have I thought about it? Nope, never. Maribel's give me Gaziad. See, nobody knows what a Gaziad is unless you're Italian. I better save for YouTube, though. Hell. I don't want YouTube to think it was something. Hey, Matt, Lemon J. I hear you, Anthony Chase. I hear you. Anthony says, oh, so much crime in D.C. January 6th. YouTube LGBTQ, have you heard about it? No. No, I didn't hear. Now, if you're coming in late here on our hour stream, we were just discussing what's going on right now in Washington and right now riots in D.C. And over ICE and protesting still. It's like every couple weeks. Oh, is that right, Carol? If I would, I tell you, the place I like is Sicily. But there's riots right now happening and protests in California. And we got National Guards, over 800 to 1,000 National Guards ready, employed in Washington, just in case people get out of line and law and order, just in case. Because I feel that probably over the weekend you're going to have some protests there and probably get out of control a little bit in Washington. Why? Because Trump wants to basically, like Vehicle says, clean it up, fix it. I think the word was fix. I like fix. Fix it. Fix is actually better than clean it, right? Fix it up. I like that. Was that Vehicle? Fix. So that's what we're talking about. And everybody can say hello to Janine, who's probably going to get a little embarrassed already, but it's her birthday. Who's Janine, our loyal subscriber and moderator who's here almost probably every single live. So thank you. The birds in a short today, very cute video. Stop and see. Yeah, support Maribel's birds, please. As we got a floating heart. Who's that floating heart from? Deshaun. Deshaun sent. Thank you, Deshaun. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Right back to you. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Appreciate that. Thank you. Jay comes in. Goofy. A little goofy. Uh, hey, you know, everybody's got to say a little something, you know. They have to get it off the chest. I don't mind something like that. But Chicken Nugget, have a good night. And I pray for your mom and dad and for yourself, and things will work out. I know you're probably saying, oh, sure they will. They will. They will. They'll work out. 100%. Santos, how are you? Appreciate you. Right back to you, my friend. Santos Sosa. Love the name. Forget about it. Sosa. Santos Sosa. Yeah, yeah. Friday's meeting. Oh, Friday meeting with Putin? I think it's going to go well. In Alaska, it's going to go well. Trump's going to make an offer they can't refuse. I'll cripple your banks, make like Putin's winning. We're going to give you not 2 territories, we're going to give you 3. And Putin's going to say, no, I want it all. No, we're going to end it right now. You want to do business with us? You want to do business with other countries? It's going to be 3. And he's going to make like he's on Putin's side, but he's probably not on anybody's side. I don't think Trump's on anybody's side. He's just a peacemaker. I don't think he takes family sides. I really don't. Do you? That much I can say for him. Oh, will it be on Hannity Friday night? Thank you for sharing that, Lemon J. Or excuse me, Janine. I think it was Janine. Thank you. Oh, will he? I don't like to discuss that. And we'll not discuss that for YouTube. Maybe I will, Andrew. Maybe I will. Thank you. If I'm available, Andrew, I will. How's that? I will. Thank you. Maybe I will. Right back to you, Lemon J. Thank you. It's not on notice. You think we're nuts? Isn't it better to be optimistic that these things will work out? Ice, ice, baby. Gotta have it. Gotta have ice, guys. Yeah, gotta have border control. You gotta have ice. You gotta have a president who's protecting our safety. Okay, protecting us. End of that conversation. I think Democrats agree. I would say 95% agree. Now, said that, many people won't come out and say that, but they agree. Lola, or is that Layla? Sorry, Layla. Trump can't shut Russia down with secondary sanctions over India. Problem solved. Amen. Love your room. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's a big room. Thank you. So we made it to 96 likes. That's nice. Let's see if we can make it to 100 likes. Now I'm going to get a little water. So Janine, if you can interact, I'll be right back in 2 minutes. And Lemon J, Lori. Happy birthday to Janine. It's hot. This might be the hottest day of the year in Vegas today. And I think the temperatures will be going down slightly and then hopefully down, down, down. It's hot as hell, Lori. I really shouldn't complain though, because there's so many people out there struggling. No, this is water, Andrew. I got to work tomorrow. What's up, Zach? Zach, I got plenty of videos. At the end of the day, I think both sides are involved. I mean, I can go on, and I'm not on this live, but as far as the question was Epstein files. I think you're not going to expect the names that a lot of people want to see on there, because people want to see high-profile names. I just don't think you're going to have it. I think both sides are hiding something, but I will say this: it's not Trump, it's not Clinton. And it's a shame because it's unfortunate with the kids, but it's both sides. And I think both sides got in a little deep. I think the Democrats didn't want to bring nothing up because they knew it wasn't Trump. And also, I think the Democrats were hiding because they thought that Clinton's name was on there. Although I don't think, and I'm not defending Clinton because I voted for him once or this, that, whatever, or Trump. I just honestly don't think they went that far to actually doing anything. But they might have been on the list because they both were, Trump had him at the, we all know 100% Trump had him at the Mar-a-Lago. We know Clinton had him at the White House. I'm sure Barack Obama was talking to him. I'm sure they all had pictures with him. Cigars, cigarettes. I'm referring to Barack Obama and this, that, whatever. And it's the way the government is. I don't agree on it, but I don't think you're going to, unfortunately, hear what you want to hear. And far as Maxwell goes, most of her stuff is lies too. So that's where I stand. That's it. It's unfortunate. People want justice, but that's it. Will there be one or two names that could raise your eyebrows like this? Yeah, maybe. Might be one or two. Could be an athlete. Maybe. You might get some, but even if it is, let's just say it's an athlete out there, somebody playing football. Do you honestly think that anything's going to happen? Unless they actually have photos? I mean, think about it. It's been how many years? It's a horrible situation. I've talked about it many times on lives. You can go back and watch them. All right. Absolutely, Lori. Yeah. I hear you, Brandon. What's going on, Adam? Greetings. Absolutely, Paul. This Cory Booker, man. Oh, he is a piece of shit, huh? That's funny. I hear you, Lori. Go get some rest. Have a good night. Say hello to your family. Get some rest. Have a beautiful rest of whatever's left of the East Coast time. Enjoy your Wednesday. I think I'm right behind you. No. Absolutely. No to the South Park. I hear you with the Trump 24. Welcome in, guys. We are on our hour and 20 minutes. What's up, Hawk Productions? Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Rusty, what's going on? Absolutely. He's going to stop the one on, I'm hoping, optimistic, he's going to stop that, he's going to cease fire in Russia and Ukraine. Guarantee. And then, what's the Democrats going to say? You know what they'll say? I can tell you what they're going to say. Oh, what took so long? Right? I already know the answer. We all know the answer to that, right? What took so long? You know? Why didn't he end it on day one? So. It does, Brandon. It really does. Absolutely. Absolutely, Rusty. I'm hoping everybody gets whatever they got to get off their chest on some of these comments. Get it off your chest. I hear you, Hawk Productions. May you rest in peace, both of them. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Got it. What's up, Frosty MP? I don't know if you just came in, but I already went over that. Uh, oh, you wish Trump was your dad? He'd be a good dad, right? He would come in your room, Jason. You're fired. And then we'd come in and give you a big hug. Um, yeah. Reading your comment there, Layla. Reading some comments here, guys. The best I can. You're fired! Get the hell out of here, Kamala. Where's Don't Peek at? He's going to reverse climate change, somebody said? I seen that. He better do something with this heat. Nope, dark. Nope. All right. Interesting comments here on this late, well, late for me, Tuesday. Some of you it might be early, right? Some of you it might be early. Interesting comments, though. Funny comments, good comments, great comments, funny comments. I say funny. $105. Wow, not bad for a Tuesday, Lemon J. Right? Not bad, Lemon J, for a Tuesday. Is that right, Brandon? Yeah, I mean, for a Tuesday, later live stream, 104 likes. Appreciate it. Very, very much. We welcome everybody on here. We'll go a little bit, couple more minutes. Oh, that flag? Oh, I love that flag. You think so, Rusty? Thank you, Janine. Can I donate to help Israel? Somebody says. Oh, good, Lemon J. Yeah, Tuesdays, I just got to be late. I got to be, and that's good because that means I'm working hard on my business and for the homeless. Sure, you make the moon the 51st day. Trump could do anything. Mr. Winston? Absolutely. Welcome in, sir. Appreciate you guys being here. Now you're going back to the Bush years. Yes, Rusty. Sure. Why not make Mars the 52nd state? Why not? There's people up there. Now we know we're getting late. And even if there's not, we can put them up there. Property's going low. $50,000. Get your acre. Who the hell knows who's in Mars? I haven't been there. Sir Winston, appreciate your comments on this later Tuesday for me. Trump will make Mars great, Rusty. Absolutely. Never tired of winning. Never. Trump or my Eagles. Got to throw my Eagles on there. Somebody says we're losing big time. Are we losing in the chat? Are we losing or are we winning? Somebody said we're losing. Somebody says we're losing. Democrats are losing, somebody says. Janine, we're winning. Janine, we're winning. My birthday. We're even winning more on my birthday. We're winning. Winning every day. Bernard, we're winning. %30 approval rating. Now, where'd you hear that at? Where'd you hear that at? Some bar? Some Democrat bar? It's 37. 37, huh? Oh, we got a crowd tonight, huh? It's okay. That's okay. Tariffs gonna be really good. You'll remember, well, that guy's right. You might not admit it to me, but you will. Thank you for that. Like and subscribe. I appreciate that. A lot of people will look back in a few years. Actually, not even a few years. Maybe a year and say, "Wow, much better." And by the way, as far as the tariffs, for those who mentioned that, Nancy Pelosi was for it. Bill Clinton was for it. Bush didn't do anything about it. A lot of presidents and representatives and were talking about tariffs. They just didn't have the balls to do it, worrying about their legacy. And the Democrats have no idea on how to help this country out. So, you know, every time, if you don't like the tariffs, then come up with something that might work better. They never do. Probably since the Clinton years, they haven't come up with anything that can work better. It's just, they just know how good Trump is, on how well he thinks things out. Like Maribel said last night, you know, Maribel said a secret, he just holds back and comes out. And it's amazing how he surprises us most of the time, you know, on great things. And even if there's something that you might not agree with Trump, nobody has objection or explain on how it could be better. I guarantee if there was something that could be better, then Trump would try it. But they don't. It's just the way it is right now. Why? Because I can tell you why. All they're thinking about is themselves. A lot of people think they're talking about helping out illegals. That's not it either, guys. You won't hear this on any other station. They're not. The Democrats don't care about illegals. Do you understand that? They don't care. They just use them to come over it. They're setting up votes. I know you're saying, well, they give them all the cards and credit cards and free, but they don't care. They don't care about us. They don't care about, I don't even think they care about their own family. They're caught up into this racketeering. They're caught up into inside trading. Nancy Pelosi, a lot of them, not all of them. And then the ones that are decent, like let's say Josh Shapiro. Let's say he's okay. I'm not saying I agree on his policies, but he just comes to my mind. I'm not saying I would vote for Josh Shapiro. He's the governor of Pennsylvania. But if they try to go against a policy, they just make him an offer they can't refuse. They're not going to elect him. They're not going to get. They do that. They kind of keep that together until a Democrat. The only one that I can think of right now who, in this modern history, that stood up for all of us was who? He was from West Virginia, Joe Manchin. Joe Manchin had a little bit of balls on him and said, hey, whoa, 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 we're going to block the Build Back Better. And he did. And that's it. Other than him, and I might be missing one other one, they don't, they can't think of anything that's going to help out better than, for an example, tariff tax. They just don't have anything. When President Trump says we're going to do no tax on tips, Kamala was sleeping. Finally, she said, oh, I like that, and then repeated it 2 days or a day after. So they just don't know, and that's why they lost the election. That's it, guys. That's why they lost. That's, say what you want to say. Thank you, Janine. Yep. Yeah, we help out the homeless when we can. From the help of everybody on here and the subscribing and liking, memberships, donations that we get, helps us out in a long way. So thank you, Janine, for writing that in there. I know I missed some messages here. We have 110 likes. I'm going to stay live for a few more minutes, guys. It's Janine's birthday. I'll go a couple more minutes. I appreciate if you're new to the channel. I appreciate you. Let us know if you're new. Like and subscribe. We're live almost every day, sometimes twice like yesterday. We have 111 likes according to our loyal subscriber and moderator, Lemon J. I am hammered, and I am proud of it. As long as you're home, not hurting anybody, God bless you. God bless you. Ocean, American Bully, UKC. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate each and every one of you. Hope everybody gets anything they want off their chest. You feel better? Lemon J, I think today, Lemon J, was probably the second hottest day of the year. I don't know about, it just felt hot to me. Maybe because I was out more today, it was hot. And again, Lemon J, I'll call myself out. I shouldn't be complaining, right? Because these poor people are out there on the street. When I say poor people, some of these homeless people. Ice, ice, baby. Whew, I can use some ice right now. What's up, Jason? Yes, 26 years almost. And it never gets easier with this heat. But you know what? It hasn't been as hot as last year, so. I hear you for supporting Trump. What's up, Mike Thompson? How you doing? Doing well. Doing okay. I'm blessed tonight. Thank you. Hope you are too. ABC 123, what's going on? Janine, you seen that? Forget about it. ABC 123 is wishing you a happy birthday, Janine. What's going on in Henderson, Jason? Let's have a beer. If you're old enough. I'm only kidding. Good. Good to hear, Mike. Appreciate you, Ocean American Bully, UKC. Janine says, thank you very much, ABC. Amelia, did I pronounce that right? Hope I pronounced that right. Appreciate the hearts, the faces. Thank you so much. I said it right. It's a beautiful name. You see me smile, I'm just reading some comments. Everybody has their own opinion, you know? What are you going to do? Sal, Ice has a job for you. What is it? What is it? I'm ready. I'm ready. Sign me up. R292. Oh, man, I hope you guys come in here and get a little laughs, get it off your chest. I did. I seen that Montana guy. You won't see him no more. He's behind bars. Right back to you, Amelia. Montana. Can you believe Montana guy? You don't hear about that stuff happening in Montana. Usually in Montana, they duke it up, duke it out, and it's over. Somebody just sent me a little floating something over here. Tanner, what's going on? Thank you. Appreciate you. Very nice of you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the floating heart. Appreciate that. Very nice of you. Somebody said Trump is so disgusting. Dylan, what's going on, Dylan? Right back to you, Tanner. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Yes, I do. I pass out water. Sometimes I get the food and I forget the water because what you see is what you get, and I go back and get more water for them. And when I don't get them water, I call myself out. But yes, I try to give them as much as I can, me and my wife, to answer your question. Why is Trump pardoning Maxwell? Alan, what's going on? He has not done it, and probably won't. Thank you, Tanner, once again for the floating heart. So, did not pardon Maxwell. So, probably will not. Sal, saw your latest video of homeless assistance. Great work and happy almost birthday for member ABC. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely, the coffee. So Adrian, who got me to really encourage me to do YouTube. Adrian's a good friend, a client of mine. He said, I love the coffee part, Sal. He goes, even in the heat. He's busting my. He said, I like it, you know. That's who I am, you know. You want a little coffee, you know. And yeah, they want coffee. They want coffee. They want coffee in the morning. They want some coffee. You know, what's wrong with a little coffee? Thank you, Tanner. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for those donations. It's not on notice. Thank you once again. Wow. Appreciate it. Good morning, Daisy Cutter. Where you been? Good to see you. I've been on here, Sal. You haven't noticed. Thank you. Yeah, a little slower today. I can see more comments. Last night we had a lot in here. Last couple of days, Janine. 1,500, 1,400. Moderators did good. I just hope you guys, while we're slow moderators, again, nothing you do wrong. I just hope sometimes that, you know, if like, you know, Maribel can't catch, it don't matter if you can't catch them. I don't care. You know what I mean? Do the best. I want to make sure you guys, moderators, listen up. Please. I want to make sure you enjoy the content. You take it in, agree with me, disagree with me. You know, your part. And I don't want to take away of, you know, not enjoying it and get caught up in just timing out. You know, if you miss it, you miss it. If you know what I mean? Don't worry about it. I really mean that. So you only could do so much. So never worry about, oh my God, I didn't get that one. They said something about this or that or this and that, whatever. You know, do the best you can. I really, really mean that. So Tanner, thank you so much. God is good and God is great. And amen. Tanner, amen. Thank you so much. Appreciate the donations. I really do. Thank you so much. It was very, very nice of you. Appreciate it. So shout out to the moderators and shout out to Tanner, who's helping sponsor in today's live. Thank you so much. Always somebody new coming on board and helping out when they can. And just to say we help out on this channel, not knocking anybody else's channel. They have a lot. It's a lot of, just make sure you support your other YouTube channels. A lot of work goes in there. What we support, we're able fortunate enough to give 100% of the proceeds to the homeless. We keep a little bit of the ad revenue, make sure Maribel's happy, unless Crystal or somebody or Ozzy or somebody, Lemon J, say, hey, get a cigar or something, I will do it. But that's what we do on this station, not knocking anybody else. We're able to, fortunate enough to help out the homeless people when we can. So thank you so much for those generous donations. Appreciate it. On this chat tonight that I can read more messages on tonight. So Tanner, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, I'm going to read a few more. We're going to go a couple more minutes here, and then I'm going to sign off for the night. Once again, Tanner coming in and dropping another generous donation. Appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Very nice of you. Good evening, good evening. Hello, hello, and good evening. God, I hope not. Maxwell for 28. Giggy, or is that Giggle Fish? Hello. Bear with me, guys. It's a little late, and my eyes are like, long day for me. So I'm going to be signing off in a few. But I do appreciate everybody on here tonight. I'm going to be signing off in just a little bit. And God bless America. Now, make sure you guys have all notification. I can't guarantee you that YouTube sends out all the notifications, but if you have all set, and that's just not just for this channel, any of your YouTube channels, on behalf of all YouTube, hit all and you'll get notified for my shorts. Oh, I got shorts almost every day, helping out the homeless. You get a tear in your eye, some joy in your eye, and you get to see a few seconds of how the homeless is here in Las Vegas, and you get your perspective and give me some ideas on what you want me to do. We try to do a once a week something homemade, but every day I'm out there with something as small as McDonald's, water, coffee, subs, homemade stuff, and that kind of stuff. That's what we do. We're able to do on this channel, and we're live talking lately of what's happening with, homeless, of course, protests and that kind of stuff. But we cover anything about weather breaking, most recently volcanoes and tsunamis and everything like that. If that's the kind of stuff you like, we have a good audience with great moderators, then come on board, like and subscribe. I'm going to be signing off. I want to say thank you so much for anyone who came on and donated tonight. Tanner, thank you so much there at the end. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, Tanner, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Support your other YouTube channels. If you're scrolling in, give them a little like, subscribing. I'm signing off, guys. This is probably the latest we're going to do. We're usually a little earlier. Thank you so very, very much, Mike Thomas and everybody on here. All your support. Appreciate it. Even the trolls, thank you so much. I'm signing off. Stay true to yourself. Be kind to somebody. God bless. See you on the next. God bless Donald Trump. He's not perfect. God bless him. Hope him well. Hope that it all works out. Take care, guys. See you on the next. Terry, take care. Thank you for your donation, Terry. God bless you. Janine, happy birthday to you, my friend. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your week and continue to enjoy your birthday over the weekend. See you on the next live, guys. Be good. Take care. Give you guys a couple seconds to say goodbye to each other there. Just a few seconds. I always do. If you want to say goodbye to somebody on here or wish Janine a happy birthday, give you guys just a few seconds. I'm still here. Just a few seconds. Be good, guys. Take care.